DD Tables. Summarize key studies with tables for comparison. Summarizing key studies with tables for comparison in Chapter 2. Thesis writing. The review of related literature, RRL, provides a critical examination of existing research relevant to the study. One of the most effective ways to present and compare multiple studies is through tables. Tables allow for a clear, concise, and structured comparison of key studies, making it easier for readers to grasp similarities, differences, trends, and gaps in the literature. This section discusses the importance of using tables, how to structure them effectively, what information to include, and best practices for summarizing key studies. Why use tables to summarize studies? Manually describing. Multiple studies in long paragraphs can be overwhelming and difficult to follow. Using tables in Chapter 2 offers several benefits: clarity and organization. Tables neatly categorize information, making it easier to understand. Quick comparisons. Readers can easily compare research findings, methodologies, and conclusions. Space efficiency. Reduces lengthy explanations and improves readability. Identification of research gaps. Highlights missing elements in previous studies. Better synthesis of literature. Allows structured integration of multiple sources. Instead of presenting studies in an unstructured way, tables help in systematically analyzing and contrasting key points. Structuring a literature review. Table to effectively summarize key studies. A well-structured table should include important research elements relevant to your study. Here are common columns used in literature review tables. Authors and year title of study objectives methodology. Key findings, relevance to current study, Smith and Lee, 2018-20. Effects of online learning on student performance to examine the impact of online. Learning survey of 500 students. Online learning improves flexibility, but reduces social interaction. Supports the need for blended learning approaches. Johnson, 2021. Leadership styles in education, to analyze how leadership affects student outcomes. Qualitative, case study transformational. Leadership leads to higher engagement. Aligns with leadership theories in this study. Garcia and Lopez, 2022. Parental influence on career decisions, to determine how parents shape career choices. Interviews with 100 students. Strong parental guidance leads to more structured career paths, shows external influences on adolescent career development. Key elements explained. Authors and year. Proper citation of the study for academic credibility. Title of study. Name of the research being reviewed. Objectives. Main purpose of the study. Methodology. Research approach. Qualitative, quantitative, mixed methods. Key findings. Summary of significant results. Relevance. To current study. Explains how the study connects to your thesis topic. This tabular format enables quick comparison of methodologies, findings, and contributions of previous studies. Steps to create an effective literature review. Table step. 1. Identify key studies. Select research articles, books, and journal papers directly related to your study. Choose 5 to 10 highly relevant studies that provide valuable insights. Ensure sources are peer-reviewed and up to date, preferably within the last 5 years. Step 2. Extract important information. Read each study carefully and identify essential details such as research objectives, theoretical framework, sample size and methodology, major conclusions. Highlight key findings that support, contradict, or expand upon your research. Step 3. Organize information in a table structure. A table with consistent categories for easy comparison. Use short and clear phrases instead of long sentences. Step 4. Analyze and compare the studies. Identify patterns, gaps, and contradictions across studies. Discuss common trends and key takeaways. Example: if multiple studies suggest online learning increases flexibility, you can highlight this trend. If one study contradicts others, analyze why this difference exists. 4. Best practices for using tables. In Chapter 2, use concise and clear language. Avoid long sentences and keep entries brief. Ensure proper citation. Each study must be properly referenced to avoid plagiarism. group similar studies. Together, organize tables based on themes, theories, or variables. Highlight research gaps. Identify areas where further studies are needed. Provide a short summary below the table. Explain the key insights from the table. Example summary. As shown in Table 1, multiple studies, Smith and Lee 2020, Johnson 2021, highlight the importance of leadership in student performance. However, Garcia and Lopez 2022 emphasize the role of parental influence, indicating a need for further research on external factors affecting student success. This brief summary connects the table findings to your research. Common mistakes to avoid. Overloading the table with too much information. Keep it concise. Don't add unnecessary details. Using tables without explanation. Always. Provide a written summary below the table. Ignoring citation guidelines. Ensure all studies are properly cited. Presenting unrelated studies. Include only relevant research directly connected to your topic. Using too many tables. Balance between tables and narrative explanations. Conclusion: enhancing literature reviews with tables. Summarizing key studies with comparison tables is an effective strategy for organizing research in Chapter Mo Painai Vase. 2 of a thesis. It improves clarity, enables quick comparisons, and helps identify research gaps. By selecting relevant studies, organizing information into structured tables, providing a concise analysis, you can create a well-organized, insightful literature review that strengthens the foundation of your research. If you find this content helpful, subscribe to stay updated on the next tips for writing Chapter 2. Feel free to comment below with topics you'd like us to cover in future content. Thank you.